Okay, so here's a quick lesson on tapping. So basically the idea of tapping is simply, so you fret one note, take your picking hand. If you're holding the pick, it's probably advisable to go with your second or third fingers. And the idea is, whatever you're playing on your left hand, front hand, you can tap by basically hammering on hard with your picking hand finger. Now, I hold the pick and I prefer to tap with my second and third fingers because it just makes it handier, but you know, people play it in different ways. But essentially the idea is simply this, right? Let's say you're up at the 12th fret of high E, and then you go 15, 17. I want to extend it further. Take your middle finger, now this doesn't sound great with no distortion, so if you throw distortion on, you get a better sound, and it makes it a lot easier to play this stuff as well. So simple idea you could do is say just open strings. So start with the open E string, 12th fret. And then you could go to 10, 9, 7, 5, 3, 2. So one of the things I like to do is basically use the dots as guides. You can do all sorts of mad stuff like that. But basically the idea is, in between every other note, you want to hammer down or pick. You can do all sorts of stuff like that. Another idea to add on that is and you can just you could just use the frets with the dots on them. So that's like 9 and 12. Seven and 9, 5 and 7. We'll go 4 and 5, and then 2 and 4. So it's just some ideas to play around with. Like, you know, you don't have to follow along. You don't have to follow along exactly note for note. You can just take the idea and go make up your own stuff. So that does be a great way to play around with. So you have the high E string, but then there's the other strings. So you can do that technique on any of the strings. That part's more open string ideas or pedal tone licks. Tapping kind of extends on it a little bit. So let's say you could take the basic of minor pentatonic, for example. So let's say you're at the 5th fret of the low E and you're just doing shape 1 of the minor pentatonics. So you're going 5-8, 5-7, 5-7, 5-7, 5-8, 5-8. So you got your minor pentatonic. What you could do on that is extend it. So on the first one there, you're going 5-8 on the low E, and then you're going to tap the 10th fret of the E and pull off, pull off. And there's 3 ways you can go. You can go up, can go down, or you can go up and down, or down and up. So there's a bunch of different ways you can do that. But it's just a simple idea to extend notes, really. And when you pick up speed and throw a couple extra blurry notes in there, you can get some pretty fancy stuff, and it looks very flashy. You know, all that kind of nonsense. But at the end of the day, it's just a technique. A lot of lead players use it for different sounds, different styles, and obviously to cram as many notes as humanly possible in there as well. So there's that. So you could take your minor pentatonic, tap the 10th, tap the 12th, tap the 13th, 15th, 17th, 19th, 20th. So you could start with that. You know, so there's just some ideas you can do with tapping. You can apply to any string you want. You can do multiple strings, you can jump over strings, you can do what you like with it. But this video is literally just to show you the concept of open string ideas, pedal tone licks, and a little bit of tapping. Now there are guys that take it to an extreme, like there's Chris Broderick, there's Steve Vai, there's a bunch of people that do it, like, but play around with it and see what you can come up with. It's a lot of fun. Enjoy.